Hello, James here. My name is Shubham Tiwari, and today I'll be telling you about how to run our own Geth node and how to mint the NFTs in batches. Okay, so let's start. So, uh, start the next one, not this one. Okay. So, yeah, first we have to download the Golang, which is the language on which our Go Ethereum or Geth will run, and we have to install the Geth, and afterwards we have to make the directory and info.txt for basically storing the information about the account address and the passwords, and also this is the boot mode verification to basically store inside it for later uses. Afterwards, we have to basically let me go to tab.md. So first we have to do this, which is so first we have to basically create the new accounts for both the nodes. So I have created already those two accounts, and I moved the password.txt inside the first node 2 and node 1 into the both, and which is this is the data directory in which the information about the account creation is basically stored, and same goes for the second node on which the account is stored, and yeah, after basically creating the accounts, storing the particular information about the account address and the password inside the info.txt. Afterward, we have to define the Genesis block, which is this block. So this is the configuration file for our Genesis or the first block of our blockchain. So how does it work, right? So this is the config file for it, and this goes for chain ID. Chain ID should be can say unique for every blockchain that is out there. So, and these are the configurations for these blocks that they are upgradable in future. If you want to, then they can be upgradable. And this is the click, which basically says that after 5 seconds, we have to mine the blocks as it runs on POA, which is proof of authority, and this is the difficulty to mine the blocks which are proposed on this blockchain, and gas limit, the primary gas limit for it, which is this much, and this extra data to basically initialize the block with who's gonna validate the transactions, which is basically mine it, or you can say signer. And these are these so this one is allocation of how much Ethereum to be allocated on the Genesis block when the Genesis block is basically defined. So as I already told you about that in info.txt, as you can see here, from not 0x, as you can see from 593 to 16 in Genesis block. This is the account. We are removing the 0x. And yeah, same goes for the second account, which is this one, 19 and 85 in the start, which is Infratext 3, 85 and 119, as you can see over here. Okay. Okay. Afterwards, we are basically for the first account, I'm providing it. This is 1000 Ether. Uh, After these three zeros, you can count there are 18 zeros. Same, and there is 300 Ether. After two zeros, there's 18 zeros over here. Okay, so this is the basic configuration file we have to run to basically to initialize the Genesis block into those two nodes. And for that, we have to run the this command, which is get data dir in data directory, which is this. First, we have to move to the that particular. Okay, am I inside it? No, I'm inside the node one. So first we have to go to node one, and I'm inside the node one. So afterwards I have to initialize this with this genesis.json file to initialize the blockchain. Which is yeah. So I basically initialize the blockchain. Uh, Oh yeah, sorry. It is in different directory, which is this. As you can see, this blockchain is defined initialized. This Geth is there, chain data is there, well, everything about like how it's gonna run, everything is over there, and yeah, that's the thing. And in separate terminal, I have to open to go to CD node 2 and do the same thing for second node also, which is this. This will also give me an error if I don't go to directly back. And yeah, I also initialize for node 2, as you can see over here. Okay, so let me clear this thing up. Let me clear this thing up. And yep, this is the third one. Where I'm inside node 2 currently. So I have to go to B node. So this boot key is basically when we generate we basically generate this key using bnode command to generate it, and we basically have to when we basically run this get node, we have to define inside the parameters, or you can say arguments, or you can say flags, to to tell the nodes that you are connected to a boot node, which basically connects the other nodes to you. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, am I not inside B node? Sorry, to go to okay, cool. Node two, and B node, right? So clear this thing up. Go to task.md. Okay. So I have to run this before running uh, the whole blockchain of node 1, node 2. So what does this do? Boot node in this directory goes to find the boot dot key, which is this, and to basically tell it that on this port in localhost, every nodes which would be on this particular device can connect to, right? And if I press enter, uh, basically tells that there is no node is connected right now. But okay, afterwards, we have to run our first node, which is this one. Okay, so first let me run it, then I'll explain the commands. Cool. As it's working, as you can see, on address 30304, which is this address, as you can see here on this port, there's some node is running, and it is calling this thing, calling this boot node. Okay, so let's explain it. So we have to tell the get there in data directory in dot data folder, which you will see here on the port. Run this on port 30304, and there's a boot node. So as I already told you, the boot key is over here to E, and we uh, we say that E node colon backslash and all this boot key over here. And on which port? On this port, as you can see, if I can go, yeah, on localhost 30301 port, and we have to define this for RPC calls, which is if someone like remix ID is calling the node, so on we have to define it like the method. So it's a RPC call, which is a remote procedure call. So we have to basically tell it. And after that, HTTP calls, all the HTTP calls and WebSocket calls can happen over here. And after that, on which port, HTTP.8545, this particular node is running on 8545 port. Afterwards, I have to define the course origin for the remix IDE, and this is the http.api, as it will call the API method. It will call an API method for transaction pool and miner. And afterwards, I will define the network ID, as I already told you in my genesis.json, which is 93233. I have to define the network ID for 93233. You have to unlock this account. Which account? Which I stored in info.txt, the first one, and with the password. So I basically put the password in password.txt, as we can basically give the password by this flag with the password, but it is a very good method to basically put the password into password.txt, and yeah, afterwards the same account also does the mining, and this mine.ether base is basically to tell that for mining the rewards would be sent over to this account, and same goes for the second node also. So this started running, and I can also do it this for the node 2. Yes, it's running on 464. So it won't show in the remix ID if you open uh, if you open it afterwards. So let me see if I can run this node on the same port as for this one. Let's see. So no, it's not running since there's something is previously running on it, so it won't run it. Fail to unlock account. Okay, so it's like I have to make some new account to uh, do this. So yeah, I think we don't need it for now, but yeah, I'll do it afterwards. So let's go with the node one and this B node. Although we don't need the B node now since node two is not running. So yeah, yeah. So this is all about the initialization and running our own get node. Okay, afterwards, I'll I'll basically run this NFT minter on the Remix VM on Cancun. Uh, yes, this is the account. This is the gas limit, custom gas limit. Yeah. So after deploy this, this got deployed on virtual machine, and afterwards I have to take this address. As you can see over here, I have made two functions. This is the IPFS, which is a token URI. Uh, I'm taking this randomly from the OpenSea, and this is my constructor for calling this NFT. This is the NFT name. This is the symbol of my NFT, and yeah, this is not good. It's fine, gas. Okay, so I have made two functions. This is a mint function, and this is a batch mint function. Okay, so batch mint function does the thing that it recursively call the mint function to until unless it basically gets completed for them. Okay, cool. So this is the smart contract, basic contract. Inherited ERC-721 as storage to inherit the properties which you can see over here. Save transfer, save mint transfer, set approval of transfer form. All this thing is inherited by OpenZeppelin, ERC-721 URI storage, which is the token standard for NFTs. Okay, so it's the particular right now running on virtual machine or Remix. Okay, so let me get this copied address. If I put the mint address and transact it, it's completed. And if I mint it, let me do for this my own address. And let's say we go for 10 batches. It's good. 400. It takes time. I think is higher than there's some error. This transaction is higher than the gas limit set in the configuration. Okay, so we have to make the gas limit more, which is this much. This is too much, although. Okay, let's do the transaction. I think we have to deploy the contract again with more uh, gas limit, I guess. Okay, let's do it right now. Okay, so with more gas limits, it basically it basically minted the 100 batches of NFTs. And yeah, and for the 1,000 one, I think it's gonna give me an error, or it won't, or it will take too much time. It's gonna take too much time, right? So for the name, okay, so this is pending until it is completed. I cannot call it, I guess. Hmm, cool. Okay, so I think it's stuck. Okay, let me deploy it again. Let me deploy it again. Let me clear the console. Deploy it again. Got deployed. This is the one. Have to mount it to address. Basically minted. I have to get the name, which is simple NFT owner, which is C4 account, as you can see over here, and owner of token ID. Since it is the first ID, so you put it one symbol as NFT token URI. This one token URI. If I put the one, you can get the token URI, and this is the whole NFT minter. Okay, cool. Let me do it for custom HTTP provider, which is my own Geth node, and I'm running it on 8545. Okay, cool. So as you can see over here, A16 account, which is Genesis or Chase, and if you go to just A16, this one, I have initialized it with 1000 ethers. So I have put 1000 ether, and this is too much, I think. So give me an error. Let me take the gas limit from here to put it over here. I think 10, yeah, 10 is uh, more than it. And yeah, after it, I deploy it. I have to send this transaction. This is compiled one. Gas estimation is failed. Let's basically send it. This gives an error, but the contract gets deployed. Let me show you in the terminal. Let me put this up. As you can see over here, submitted contract creation. This is the hash, which is the contract address from this. This is my account, and this is the contract address. Afterwards, if I put the this account and mint it, mint this NFT, takes time for block creation. As you can see, block is created for batch of NFTs. If I go for 10 NFTs, it's taking time. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Sorry for the noise. As you can see over here, took 10 minutes. It took 10 batches of NFTs and for 100. Still gonna take time. Okay, so it's it also got minted. So for 1001, we're not gonna stop. Hmm. Cool. Okay, so for 1001, it's also got minted. And the symbol and token URI, it's not working. I don't know why, since gas estimation is failed and it's working on POA. So it's not working on Geth node, but the contract is deployed. We can interact with it as Remix says it is deployed. And okay, so one more thing I can show you that attach. Sorry, was that was that. So oh sorry, it's as I'm good. Mm, Let that as it's that's me. Yeah. So let's go for the dot 90. Stuck. It's stuck. Just a second. It's working or not? Yeah, you can see this is only for this my account of A16 ending. It's stuck. Okay. Oh, no. Back. Okay, so this is the chain ID which I basically initiated this with 93233. Let me show you on this hexadecimal. converter. As you can see, 93233 167 16331 and they're actually the starting. And this is the IPFS address which I used. And yeah, I think yeah, that's my submission. Thank you so much.